Hey everyone. So, as promised, here she is, Laura Casanellas, our lead technology consultant. Thank you so much, Laura, for being here. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well. Happy to be
Wonderful.
here.
Wonderful. So, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Laura is here to talk to us a little bit about what Reclaim 1.0 was and also what to expect for this second edition. Okay. So, Laura, why Reclaim 2.0 now in 2025?
I think there is a need for it really. And the proof of this is that the Reclaim zero point 0.1 was very successful. And I think the companies that took part, which were quite a good number of them, we
Exactly.
had every session we have over 100 people attending, so there was a lot of interest. So I think everybody took away a lot of learnings. We really try to cater to everybody in the company, managers, decision makers,
Exactly.
but
Mhm.
also operations and people who are in charge of linguistics as well,
Exactly.
etc.
And even sales and marketing, right? Because the
That's
idea
right.
was everybody in the company could take part of this course because it is affecting everybody. So
You are so right, Clara. I'm sorry. I was talking about my sessions being really selfish, but there were I suppose, two super interesting sessions out of the 10 provided by our Robert
exactly.
in relation to how to use AI for sales and also how to sell new services related to AI. And then at the end, we finished with a session that we did together related to a strategy.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
because obviously at the end of the day, if companies want to include new services, they need to have them in their own strategy as well. So, yeah, I
Exactly.
think it was quite complete. People were happy. Everybody learned. Yes.
Yes. And what did you learn from delivering the course? I'm curious.
Well, I was actually quite humbled about the interest. Yeah, like I suppose what I learned is that everybody at this point has some sort of idea about AI. I mean, most
Exactly.
people have done something about it, even if it is maybe only to react to what they are getting from bigger clients, etc. But also, I keep on seeing, I suppose, gaps in their knowledge that they may not be aware.
Hmm.
So for that reason, I think it was quite useful. Yeah, and
For
everybody was
sure.
interested. There were good few people who were very generous and shared their
Exactly.
questions, their knowledge. We do I mean, this is obviously, on a voluntary basis. Whoever wants to do exercises,
Exactly.
they uh, they can do them, and I will look at them and I will comment them. I will give them feedback on the following weeks. And some people were amazing. They were really using the course to their advantage, and that is
Exactly.
great to see. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. And I think definitely that, as you mentioned, they took advantage of it. They were kind of like implementing the knowledge as it went, right? And then they were also generous to share this
yeah,
experience with the rest of the participants and then to get your feedback. So yeah, it was kind of like a very like a community thing, that
yeah.
a community
Yeah.
dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I
yeah,
suppose, yeah, only I just want to say that we try to do it as practical as possible. I mean, there are, I suppose, sometimes when we have to throw a couple of, not difficult, but cumbersome concepts, but we try to bring it down to really operations and strategy. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So, was there anything in particular that surprised you in this first edition?
Well, I don't know. I suppose that there is so many possibilities with AI, and we really need to adapt, and people were like really hungry, excuse me, to try to grab as much as possible to
Hmm.
adapt, because there is this fear,
Exactly, exactly.
out, you know, fear of this new technology that is taking over, and everybody, rightly so, wants to get ready. Some people are seeing their sales down, going
Hmm.
down,
Hmm. Hmm.
and clients are maybe experimenting, doing experimental testing with the likes of ChatGPT and things like
Hmm.
that, to what amount of success, it depends on the client. So obviously, the companies that service them are kind of saying, I can do it myself. I'll do it for you, rather
Exactly,
than, you do it badly, or you do it without
exactly.
I suppose, the intrinsic knowledge that the companies have in relation to translation and localization. Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you say the participants were they kind of like eager or hungry to, get more knowledge and also to adapt to this new era?
Yes,
For
definitely.
sure.
Obviously, people who invest on not only financially, but the time,
Time, of course.
because it
Hmm.
went on for 10 weeks,
Exactly.
and the sessions were, 1 hour and a half to 2 hours, and people were really consistent, like
Exactly.
every week. I mean, you were there, Clara. We
Hmm.
opened our Zoom account, and people started popping up, and there were over
Exactly.
a
A
hundred people
hundred.
every week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was great to see.
Exactly.
I mean, whoever, I suppose, invested truthfully. Like they were generous with the employees as well. They
Exactly.
got their employees, and yeah, it was good to see.
Yeah, it was good to see that, over 60 companies have this mentality of investing
Yeah,
in their employees, and giving them the chance to have learning experiences, and nurture themselves with trendy topics such as AI, but to make them feel confident as well, to be able
yeah.
to, live in this new world with all of these new changes, and also with the fear that has come a little bit, in the back, especially for the translation and localization industry. So yeah, it was good to see that. So tell us about Reclaim 2.0. How will it be different?
So, I mean, of course, like what we do in all our consulting services, all our trainings, we adapt to the times, and, we try as many technologies as we can. And, we are always aware of what is new, what is coming, etc. So, I mean, no matter how frequent I do a training, I will always review. And if there's anything else I have learned in between, I will add it.
Mhm.
So, yeah, anything new that we see coming, certainly it will be
It will be
incorporated.
there.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
definitely Reclaim 2.0 is going to be an updated online learning course. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that you and Robert will provide, everything that is relevant for all of the LSP leaders and workers. So I'm
Let's
very
yeah,
excited that
for it.
we're going to have this second session or edition. So what would you say to anyone who is considering, participating, but they are not sure yet? So this is your opportunity to tell them why they should join us.
Well, certainly, I mean, if you think you don't have all the knowledge, if you think that you need to have the knowledge to upgrade and to offer new services, come. I don't think you will be disappointed. We look after people very well. We follow up with people all the time. I mean, there are still people asking me questions, and I always answer. Um, but then, of course, if you come invested in the sense that maybe bring some key employees if you want to, you can. Everybody's welcome, really, and allow them to sit in the sessions, because obviously AI is a technology that affects everybody, every part of the, I suppose, of the business. So everybody needs to know about it.
Exactly.
So yes, come along and you
And
see
join us.
like-minded people, join us. Yeah, I think you'll end up, with a feeling that you've learned.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Laura. It has been a pleasure, as always, to talk to you. And hopefully, everybody out there will take advantage of these second edition Reclaim 2.0. We'll be more than happy to have you join us. And if you have any questions or need further information, please don't hesitate and reach out to, anyone in the Magic Beans team. Bye.
Thank you
It
very
has been a
much.
pleasure. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.